Welcome to Fluent with Hayley. I'm here to equip you with the confidence and the skills that you need to speak English fluently, especially American English. Behind me is a soccer field, or also known as a football field, and that seems like the perfect excuse to talk about Leo Messi, who has been in the news recently. Now, if you don't know who Leo Messi is, who are you and how have you survived this long? Just kidding, but he's a very famous footballer, or as us Americans call, soccer player. He plays for two different teams as a forward right now, actually. He plays for the national team for Argentina, and then he also is contracted currently to play with the Inter Miami CF team. And he has been in the news recently because he has for years avoided speaking English in interviews. People will ask him questions and he refuses to reply in English. And recently he actually was in a commercial where he spoke English. Now he only spoke 2 words, but still, that is a huge shift because he's been in the spotlight, in the news for 15 years. And he's always avoided English for the most part. During a Spanish interview, he actually gave the reason that he has avoided speaking English. And it's not what a lot of us thought. Many have assumed he just didn't understand English, but he clarified that in the interview. He said he actually understands a lot of English, if not most of it, but he's embarrassed to speak it. This is so common with English. A lot of times, people can read and write at very advanced levels, but they still struggle with basic listening skills or with speaking, and it makes sense. If you think about it, reading and writing are things that you do mostly in your mind. But listening involves active focus to someone else. And in my opinion, listening and speaking are way harder than reading and writing. And part of that is the pressure that we feel when we're operating in a language that's not our own mother tongue. If you think about it, when you're reading, the writer isn't looking at you waiting to see if you understand. But when a speaker is speaking, they are waiting to see if you understand. So even the listening skills can be tricky because you're worried about the perception of the other person. And it's even harder with speaking skills where you need to respond not only in the language, but in a timely manner. You can't wait 20 minutes to reply. Sometimes speaking and listening gets neglected, and that's what I want to be a space for, building listening and speaking skills one day at a time. Just like Leo Messi said, he's starting to open up and let go of the shame and little by little speak more English. That's what I'm here for. If you want to become fluent, if you want to understand American English, business English, casual English, that's what I'm here for us to build up our listening and speaking skills. But now I'm curious, which do you think is the hardest? Speaking, listening, reading, or writing? Comment below, please.